You happy to be at the beach again? Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that as a yes. It's been about a week since I picked up the camera. There's been a lot going on. I did not expect to stay in an urban area for so long, but there's just some like family health stuff. And then I also had met up with a friend last Friday, and I want to spend the weekend with him. So yeah, I just like hung around with family, and then I'll go back tomorrow to hang out with my friend. So I just came out to the coast for a night just to have some me time at the beach and burn off the rest of that firewood I have. I probably should have worn a hat or sunglasses because it's very bright. But yeah, the beach is just like rocks, so like rocks like that size. So yeah, I can't wheel Frank along it, and it's a little hard on his feet. So we're just hanging out at the shoreline and enjoying the sunshine and the waves. So I had some noodles and hung out with Frank for a bit, and then I've just put him to bed to come back down to the beach myself to go for a walk and to watch sunset. The beach is a really great place for me to just get grounded, to feel calm, and to kind of clear up my thoughts. I've had a lot on my mind for the past week, and I've been rather unfocused, which is a rare feeling for me. I usually feel quite focused, even if I don't have energy, like even if I'm like tired, I'm still feeling like sharp and focused. And for the past week I've just been pretty distracted, and that's okay. It's great to be down here, and I'm just gonna go because the tide's really low and check out in all these rocks, just for like sea creatures and stuff before heading back down the other way. This beach only has sand at low tide, and then like all the upper parts of the beach are pebbles. So yeah, it's really glad I prioritized another day at the beach, because the next 3 weeks are going to be really, really hectic with just all sorts of preparations to get me ready to be back on the road and traveling properly. So yeah, I have about 3 weeks and I'll be saying goodbye to Southwest BC and hitting the road. It's gonna be big spring, big summer, and a big next 3 weeks getting everything ready. So I got today to myself, and then it'll be a really nice weekend with my friend, and then I gotta kick into high gear. Hello from the other end of the beach. I thought conditions were really good for a glorious sunset, but it's almost 6:30 and the light is fading and there was no color, so yeah, it's alright. It's still really nice to hear the waves crashing. They have a nice clean sound here, and yeah, I'm just gonna hang out for a bit and go back, start a fire. While I was in Tofino, the staff at the campground was really kind to me and would gift me firewood, and so I had a load when I left there that's been in my van for more than a week now and kind of in my way and kind of stressing me out. So tonight I want to burn it, just to get that out of my way, but then also because it's just nice to sit by a fire. It's soothing, it's relaxing, and it's nice to have that kind of like quiet, still time to process things. I find it's really good for my mental health, both to have the slow time as well as taking action on things. And that's why I'm so stoked on today's sponsor, who is BetterHelp. BetterHelp is an online therapy service, which is a lot more convenient given my lifestyle, but it's also more comfortable than when I used to attend in-person therapy. With BetterHelp, you can talk to your therapist from your home, all cozy, or even out in nature, and you get to choose whether the session is a phone call, video call, or even messaging. Whatever is the most comfortable version for you. BetterHelp can match you with one of over 30,000 therapists in their network based on your needs, preferences, and location, which gives you access to a wider range of expertise than may be available in your city. To get started, go to betterhelp.com/alpine to save 10% off your first month. Then you fill out a questionnaire that will ask you questions about what challenges you're going through and what kind of therapist you'd like. And then BetterHelp can match you with a therapist to help, in most cases, within 48 hours. You can schedule therapy sessions at a time that's convenient for you, and it's really easy with their online dashboard. If you feel like your therapist isn't a great fit, you can switch therapists with the click of a button in your settings at no additional cost. Join over 4 million people who have used BetterHelp to start living a happier, healthier life, myself included. Just go to betterhelp.com/alpine to get started and save 10% off your first month. Clicking that link does help support the channel, and it gets you 10% off your first month with BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if that helps you. You've watched me start many fires on this channel over the years, so I thought today I would actually just share a few tips with you. For starters, I find that brown paper, in the form of either packing paper or paper bags, is great for getting the kindling going, so I always squirrel that away for this use. Another thing is that I always do all of the prep work before trying to light anything. If I'm gathering forest or beechwood for a fire, I will gather all of the wood I think I want for the night. This will include a variety of sizes to help me get the fire going, as well as to keep it burning strong into the night. If I'm using cut wood like this, then I will prepare all the kindling and do any splitting before starting the fire. I do it this way so that once I start the fire, I can just sit back and relax and tend to the fire rather than scrambling to find pieces I need, and so that if I'm in a campground, I get all the chopping noise done and over with at once. After preparing the wood, I will build a frame in a sense using the 2 biggest pieces of wood that I intend to burn that night, and then I start building the fire against them so that all of the heat from the flame and the kindling and the smaller pieces goes into lighting up the bigger wood, and so that I have a solid foundation to lean other pieces on, which allows me to maintain good airflow and minimize having to move burning logs around. I've found that pretty much anyone can make a campfire, but it actually takes a lot of experience and attentive observation to learn how to make a fire that burns efficiently so that you can enjoy a long, hot fire without burning through wood faster than necessary, which is really, really important if you're buying bundled wood at campgrounds. Currently, the going price of a bundle of campfire wood in British Columbia is about $10 to $12. And that really doesn't last very long, especially if you're not efficient with your wood use. I've found that an efficient fire won't need prodding, poking, and shuffling of wood, and in my experience is usually more aesthetically appealing, less smoky, and easier to cook over. Everyone has different techniques to building fires, and while there's no one correct way to do it, I think it can be valuable to know that there's always room for improvement, and that for those that value working towards mastery, there is a lot more to it than just getting the wood to burn. Most importantly is that you enjoy campfires safely by respecting campfire bans, and even when there is not a ban, making good decisions by assessing the situation and considering factors such as wind speed and direction, dryness of the surrounding area, and taking account of whether there's a lot of tinder or fuel in the vicinity, such as dead and downed wood or dry grass or things like that. It's important to always be prepared to extinguish your fire completely. I personally have a fire extinguisher on hand, which I check frequently to make sure that it's properly charged, as well as water and a shovel. Southern BC is currently alarmingly dry with a low snowpack in many regions, so we are already at risk for a big fire season this year, and considering that the majority of forest fires are human caused, it's important to be fire smart, as well as careful with sparks, cigarette butts, and things of that nature. Campfires are only a good time until they get out of hand, so if in doubt, better to play it safe than spark a disaster. That sure is a nice way to start a fire, just one flick of the bic and no messing around, no fire starters, no fuels, just a little bit of brown paper and some well-prepared wood. And yeah, some really nice wave sounds. I'm camped in one of the spots as close to the ocean as possible, so since the campground is quiet, I can just enjoy the crackling of the fire and the sound of the waves. He's so cute. Is he being camera shy? He's like, Mom, just let me nap in peace. Um, I'm having a van day. My plans this evening got postponed till tomorrow, which actually works out for the best for me because then I can spend today cleaning my van. I'm putting laundry away. I just had to stop mid folding socks to gush about how precious Frank is. Yeah, just cleaning up and then gonna be just, yeah, working. It was raining last night, which was amazing because I got a good sleep. And yeah, yes, I don't know. I didn't have any words. I really just wanted to show off how cute Frank is. And I have definitely taken, at this point now, more than 45 minutes to put my laundry away because I keep getting distracted by things, which is fine. I've done several other tasks in the process, but I would like this van clean before the weekend because I won't be in here much this weekend. And then I have just a tornado of the next couple weeks. Hello, it's been a few days. Again, this video is really covering a large expanse of time because I have just been spending a lot of time not filming, hanging out with family, and this past weekend I hung out with an old friend who I just love dearly, and it was really, really nice to be taken for a walk without having to plan it. Mischief maker.
What's that?
So you're a mischief maker.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just skipping.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's just really tiring, honestly, about living a life alone on the road and living a life full of adventures. I have to plan everything for myself. So that was honestly just like the best thing to have somebody who I enjoy being around. Just plan a day, plan a couple days for us. Take me out on a walk, take me on a side quest, take me on a picnic. Awesome. And then I've headed up island. I spent last night at a campground in Parksville, and I just worked. I edited and did computer work like 12 hours yesterday. Really not that much fun, but it is spring on the island. There's flowers. It is so beautiful, and today starts a long sunny streak that I'm so excited about. So yeah, it was really great to just spend a bit of time this morning with the blossoms. And now I'm here at an oceanside park in Nanaimo. I'm about to pull out Frank's chariot, and I'm having my first ever patron meetup. I have two patrons, Mike and Joan, that are going to be meeting me here shortly, and we're just going to spend a couple hours together hanging out. Take Frank for a little stroll, hang out on the beach. He'll probably choose some sticks and just chit chat and hang out, and that's something I'm starting to organize along my route as I travel, and I have like a bit of time to spare. I planned this maybe like a week or a bit more in advance, and I have some more in the works. And yeah, if patrons happen to live along my route, then I'm trying to meet up with them. And so yeah, it's an exciting thing. It was really great to meet a couple patrons in real life and just hang out for a little while. Frank had a great time at the beach, and now I'm on the ferry about to leave the island. I'm actually going to be going to see Dune 2 for the second time tonight at the movie theater before I drive up to Squamish. It's going to be a late night, but I'm very excited. I am a huge Dune fan. I love sci-fi. And I just cannot wait to see Dune again. I cannot wait for it to come out to see it again. And so I saw it once in IMAX, and now I'm going to go see it in D-Box Atmos, full recliner, luxury movie theater experience. But yeah, it's been a great time on the island. This video is like probably like 3 weeks of my life. But I have a lot coming up. I have a drive across the province and back, as well as a lot of little different projects and adventures I want to do to get ready to head north starting in April. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and come along for the adventure. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, there's a link down below. I post some bonus video content and regular updates with photos, videos of just kind of like real time what I'm up to, so you get to know first what I'm doing if you're a patron. And you also get access to information about when I will be doing these meetups along my route. So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video, and don't forget to check out the link in my description to get started and save 10% off your first month.